Ah, man, I ain't shaved a nut. We're gonna get this in today. Every now and then you gotta spank the kids, man. Why? I don't know why. Let's get everybody in here. You on the Hunter Show YouTube channel. We got the little dude, Brick Baby. He's steadily woofing. The crazy part about it is, all you guys watched me for a couple years accused Brick Baby of being caught with a assault rifle on June 23rd, 2023. All you guys heard Brick Baby deny it, even to a point where I had him crying on No Jumper. Remember he was sitting on the couch, sniveling and crying, talking about he gonna put Kill Squad in the streets and all this old crazy stuff. And I don't know how Wack, the thing was, he didn't know how Wack knew. He didn't know because by the time he got to the substation and called, people telling him, Wack is on Clubhouse saying you got caught with a K. That's what he's saying. So in his head, he like, how Wack know about what just happened? I used to always tell him, yo, Brick, your girl like a lot of Paru up in her. She know. She like that rolling neighborhood 20s up in her too. She know. She know. But nevertheless, Brick, I called out the date, the year, and you denied it. See, one thing about Wack, I don't make accusations without the documentation. And a lot of y'all say things and it lets us know, us older cats that been around, who never heard of you dudes, never knew who you guys were. You guys were never part of the conversation. When we was out here kicking in doors and opening doors and really conducting real business, y'all wasn't part of the conversation. A lot of y'all come in way later after you got to know somebody way later, and then you try to tie yourself into them like you was there the whole time. No, I've never heard of a Brick Baby. The only, the other name we heard is the boy that unalived Nipsey Hussle. We knew who he was. We seen him around. We knew who he was. But we never heard of you. Why? Even Lush, when I got at Lush, I said, Lush, you don't know Brick Baby from the LA streets. You know Brick Baby from Atlanta. From Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a few documents that I got that I may not want to show on this go-round. Because it's about your family. Yeah, Brick, your family's in heavy law enforcement. You got a stepdaddy or a granddaddy or something that's high ranking to LAPD, sheriffs and all that. So, you know, it's a lot of things we're gonna cover. You lied to Adam. You told Adam you needed bail. The federal documents say you didn't have a bail. They let you out. They let you go. See, Brick, today, we're gonna go over the little content you ran on me. And then I'm gonna dissect everything. See, everything you wanna accuse me of verbally, I'm gonna show the actual paperwork on you physically. We're gonna touch on a few things. You mentioned Stutterbox. You mentioned Stutterbox's car being shot up, one of his phantoms. You mentioned that I had a conspiracy to commit murder charge for that, for his car being shot up. This was what you're saying. Brick, you like 37. You was probably 17 years old when Stutterbox car got shot up. That happened in 2005, Brick. Now, I tell y'all, a lot of these people call themselves gang members was never around when the gang banging and when the real politics was going on in these LA streets on the build of what it is today. They wasn't around when we was creating the Nipsey Hustles. They wasn't around. You can't go back and hear their name on a rap song. You can't go back and see them in a video. You can't go back to no blog on YouTube and see anybody remotely talking about these dudes. Brick Baby, for one, when we do the research on you, Brick Baby, you was claiming another hood, Harlem 30 Crib. That's not an NAC neighborhood. They ain't fall up under the NAC, the neighborhood thing. They tell you they the original Crips. And then I guess you start hanging around the 6-0s. You end up getting shot because you walking down the street not knowing what's going on, lame to the game, and then you run to Atlanta. You don't do what a loca do. Stay here and handle your wax. This is why it ain't never been a retaliation for you getting bust on. Why you wasn't nobody over there. 2, you ran to Atlanta. Everybody. I said, Lush, stop fronting like you heard a brick in these LA streets. Nah. He said, nah, Wack, you right. I heard a brick in Atlanta. Lil Woody said, yeah, Brick lived across the street from my grandmama or my auntie. Brick, let's knock it off, bro. You ain't that. You ain't all this squabbling up. We don't know nothing about that. All the homies tell me about you in the bounty was he knew how to keep his mouth shut. You told on yourself when you so-called exposing Crip Mac, talking about, nigga, you got ran when we was in the county together. How another neighborhood getting ran when another neighborhood is there? That mean you being a good boy bounded down over there sitting on the bunk. Can't no Paru get ran in front of me. You got to run us both. This is just, see, if y'all listen to him, he'll tell on himself. I'm gonna let y'all listen to him, and then I'm gonna read his documents. See, one thing about it, they say a lot about Wack, but they can't produce nothing on me. I'm probably the most loudest, credible, most successful dude in this blogging podcast world that come from where I come from. Nobody. Not Adam, not Akademiks, Joe Buttons maybe, Noriega, Gilly. Them probably the only ones who has the lifespan that I have in this game, knowing what I know about this industry and these streets. You get what I'm saying? But the rest of these dudes, like Brick Baby and the rest of these dudes is new dudes to the scene. You know, I gotta give it to 2-3 over there from Insane, because he was a youngster, but yet he was accessible to us. He was around us. Shout out to Blue. DW, I think, might have been doing time in prison at the time. But Nephew was around. And he'll tell you, we ain't hear nothing about none of these dudes' names. We ain't hear nothing about none of y'all. So Brick's accusations, we're gonna go ahead on and we're gonna get to the business about what his accusations are on Wack 100. Okay.
Hey, what's the big old deal? What's the big old deal? Don't see late, man. It's the Brick. I know y'all ain't heard from me in a minute. I've been sitting back, kicking it, man. But you know, Mr. Face down, ass up, and mentioning my name so much that I got it. I don't even have to defend myself, so I'm not even gonna get on here.
Oh, you gotta defend yourself. You are a rat. We're gonna keep it moving.
Acting like I'm finna defend myself. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You get no points for not telling. That's what a real nigga's supposed to do. So I'm not gonna shower myself with flowers, none. You know what I mean? You people that feel like you need to be showered with flowers because you didn't tell, that mean that it was a thought in the back of your head that you could get off on somebody. But this is all I want to know. Mr. Cash Jones, WAC 100, right? Whatever happened to the case that was filed on you for conspiracy to commit murder? That's all I want to know. You know what I mean? We just want you to go get the paperwork to all the cases that you've had filed against you. We don't.
Okay. He said, what happened to the case filed on me for conspiracy to commit murder? Let's cover that. See, first and foremost, I want y'all to see what this is. You see that? See, this is what you call paperwork. See that? We call this paperwork. See, let me show you. This is what you call paperwork. See, there you go. Y'all can go to Pace and pull this up yourself. Now, when we say somebody got a case, that means it's a filing on that individual, right? Right. So let's go to the case. He said it's a case on WAC to conspiracy to commit murder. I challenge you, Brick Baby, or anybody in the world to ever find any document where a charge for conspiracy to commit murder was ever pinned on my name. This dude was a bozo. But what I'm going to show you is, I'm going to show you his case for conspiracy to commit murder. That's on the case he has now. This is what we going to do. Let's scroll down here. Okay, introduction. Check this out. I'm just gonna read this to y'all. Defendant Zaire Mitchell asked his court to be released pending trial, arguing that a secure property bond is sufficient to reasonably assure his appearance and the safety of any other persons or the community. To the contrary, defendant's criminal history shows a dedication to crime and recidivism, no matter what the consequence. Moreover, his conduct during the investigation in this case shows that the same dedication to a life of crime and inability to comply with the rule of the law. The indictment first alleges that defendant is shooting at individuals, possessed ammunition, expelled from a firearm on July 12, 2022. This is the feds talking. Then on June 21st, 2023, defendant was captured on an intercepted call. I want y'all to listen to me. See, one thing about WAC 100, the exposers, we ain't gonna talk about it. We gonna read you this, right? Check this out. Then on June 21st, 2023, defendant was captured on an intercepted call arguing with his significant other, in which she repeatedly recounted that defendant had pointed a gun at her while she was holding his infant child. Watch this. Execution of a search warrant at defendant's home followed, and 3 firearms, including a AK-47 style gun and over 125 rounds of ammunition, were found. After law enforcement seized these weapons and arrested defendant, he continued to commit crimes. In March 2024, defendant erupted at his place of employment. No Jumper. You know what he go on the rants, the same place with 4 extras, and Spody Face came up there and marked him out and told Cuz, come outside, Cuz, neighborhood crip, when he let DW Flame diss him and call him that disrespectful word in his face, and the nigga didn't do nothing about it. So them real neighborhoods came up there and he would not come outside. Pay attention. In March 2024, defendant erupted at his place of employment, threatening individuals in the room and online with death, fighting security, and later admitting to possession of firearms during that incident. Throughout 2024, defendant made claim online of murdering people and threatening to do the same to others. Then on March 18, 2025, the day before his arrest in this case, defendant went on a live video podcast with someone who he had previously threatened to kill, loose cannon. During the podcast, sitting across from that person, defendant brandished a firearm in his waistband. When defendant was arrested the following day, an unsecured firearm with multiple magazines of live ammunition matching that seen in the defendant's waistband on the podcast were found where defendant was staying with his young child. All of the above conduct occurrence after years of violent crimes, firearm possession, evading charges, troubling conduct throughout the internet. Defendant lengthy periods of incarceration and supervision have not deterred him from continuing to commit dangerous crime. There is no reason to believe this arrest will be any different. And the safety of the public demands the defendant remains detained. Now, I want you to pay attention to what's being said. What they spelling out is he had a shooting case that they got the tape of in July of 2022. Pay attention. Then you got caught, you on the phone threatening to kill your baby mama. We're gonna get to that. There's more details in that. You're threatening to unalive your baby mama. Because you was threatening to unalive your baby mama, Brick Baby, the feds hit your house and then found the K, June 2023. You understand what I'm telling you? But yet, you don't have the shooting case of 2022. You don't have the conspiracy to commit murder on your baby mama. It ain't there, but it's on the federal wiretap. But we gonna talk about it. Defendant is intercepted discussing criminal activity, including pointing a firearm at his partner and child. This work. Let's get to it. Let's run it up. Click that subscription button, thumbs up, send me some super chats, let's get it going. In the first several months of 2023, defendant was intercepted on multiple court-authorized Title III wiretaps, both on his phone and on his associate phones. On multiple calls, defendant discussed criminal activity. Throughout March 23, defendant discussed how, let's stop. March, we in 2023. Pay attention. Defendant discussed how the mother of one of his children accused him of pointing a gun at her, and defendant claimed it was a lie. But on June 20th, 2023, a second person accused defendant of the same conduct. That day, defendant's significant other, KC, stated, "You pulled a gun out on me with your daughter. You pulled a gun out on me in front of your effing daughter. You pointed a gun at me with your bitch ass." Defendant responded, "I don't give a fuck, nigga. I don't give a fuck, bitch. Ever since I've been with you, you've been a problem." The following day, defendant argued with KC again about her picking up his daughter, ordering her to take the fucking baby outside, you stupid B. You sit in the house all day. You's a dumb asshole. KC told defendant she could not walk or drive because defendant effed up her leg. He beat her. And that he was the one who hit on people. Defendant responded, man on 6-0, shut the F up, you B.I. I just told you, nigga, you keep playing with a nigga. You just want to see a nigga. Defendant told Casey to leave and said that they were done. On the same day, Casey stated, it's so fucked up that you can't even apologize for the shit you do. You never apologize for treating me bad, pulling a gun out on me like this. This shit is not cool, but you want me to go do shit for you. You talking about you don't want me, shit, you got me going to do things for you, but you gonna pull a gun out on me and my child though, right? Defendant responded on 6-0, yeah. You don't get it. I don't give a F, B.I. I don't give a F. I don't. On 6-0 Crip, nigga. Let me see what I notice about Brick Baby. When he in front of this camera, he do a lot of talking. When he in front of a female, he do a lot of banging. But we ain't never seen him confront a man. The only time we seen him confront a man is when goddamn Prince from Insane collared him up by his neck and deboed him. We all watched it. That's the only time we seen him with a confrontation with a man and he got handled like a female. Let's keep going. Firearms and ammunition are recovered from defendant's home. Following the above-mentioned calls, law enforcement obtained search warrant for defendant's home. So the wiretaps that they got, right? They like, okay, this dude talking about unaliving his girl, he must got something. So they use that to get the wiretaps, right? Law enforcement obtained search warrants for defendant's home, car, and person. Inside his home, law enforcement found the 3 firearms and ammunition listed in count 2 of the indictment: a .380 caliber pistol, a 9mm caliber pistol, and a 5.56 by 45 caliber assault rifle style firearm, and over 125 rounds of ammunition. Defendant tried to drop some of the firearms and ammunition from his balcony into the courtyard of his home, but they retrieved them. In addition to the intercepted calls online, defendant continued to threaten violence, carry firearms, and discuss both. For example, in March 2024, defendant crashed out at his place of business. I had him do this one. Threatening to shoot people and eventually fighting a security guard. Defendant later admitted in separate interviews that he had a firearm on him during the altercation and that he brought his daughter with him to the studio. Y'all remember this, right? Old Brick. Huh? Nigga, on 6-0. I'ma put kill squad in the street. On 6-0. You ain't gonna do nothing. Nigga, you's a buster. You can't even barely walk. Your spine all twisted and bent. Nigga, the nigga bust on you, hit you. You ain't never did nothing about it. You's a mark. All right? In June 2024, defendant argued over the phone with the individual and claimed he had killed more people than the other had fought. Defendant stated that he swore it to be true on his 4 babies, which he repeated many times. And later attempting to downplay this claim, defendant stated that even if he had one murder, that would be more than the person he's talking to, Loose Cannon. Remember all the shit him and Loose Cannon used to do? That's why you can't trust these dudes. All that woofing they used to do. Listen, I've heard the 3 ways. They did all that woofing for y'all and be on the 3-way buddy. Y'all seen it because Luke's whole thing was, let me try to use whack to get to no jumper, run a play with Brick Baby, and then get up there, because I definitely wasn't going to give him a seat because I knew what was going on with him. But him and Brick Baby, they doing whatever they doing, as y'all seen. And they sat up there and they giggled and laughed. They didn't told each other F they mamas, F they kids, you ain't from here. They didn't both put it on 6-0. They ain't from each other neighborhood. Somebody lying, somebody blowing something up. But they sat there. And here's where the karma came back. As Brick is sitting there with the dude he running the play zone to the world, he stretches and his firearm is exposed. They go get him the next day. Catch him with that one too. Okay? On March 18, 2025, the same individual who defendant previously threatened and claimed to have more skulls than he had squabbles joined the same podcast. The feds can't even believe it. What is going on with this bozo? But they already know because they know Brick is working. During the filming, defendant showed that he had a handgun in his waistband. Look at this idiot. Look at this idiot. Hey, bro. Look at it. Bro. You extra'd out. You ain't gonna do nothing. You ain't never did nothing. All right, defendant is now charged with multiple counts of possession of firearms and ammunition in violation of 922G. All this, so on and so forth. Both of the charges following 5 felony convictions. Both of his charges, the people that been in the feds, you know what I'm saying, follow 5 felony convictions, 2010, 2012, 2014, 2016, and 2020. Respectfully, while the pretrial service report includes a longer criminal history with out-of-state convictions. Okay, so what we're spelling out here is this. When you're dealing with the feds, all your prior convictions, whatever you get caught for right now with the feds, boosts your category, boosts your level, and boosts all your points, right? No man in their right mind would take an open plea after you done got caught with assault rifles, 3-4 handguns. You got a shooting in 2022, they got the video of. They got you on the phone threatening to unalive your baby mama. That's what got your spot rated. You got released June 2023. Let's go. June 2023, June 2024, 12 months. Another 6 months in December. That's 18. Now we're in 2024, January, February, March. You went 21 months. I want y'all to walk with me. 21 months on the street, denying. All y'all heard me. Brick, you got caught with a K. Where your gun case at? What did he scream? Oh, Compton Court. I had Reggie Wright contact the DA, his DA friends at Compton Court, say he ain't got no AK-47 case over here. He had a little drug case. It was a drug case. No gun involved. Now, Brick, here's the thing. You say you from Rolling 60s, right? Cool. I can't knock that. Why, when they picked you up with this AK in June of 2023 and you got out, you called 600 and told 600, Big, you got a RICO coming. I say 600. The feds are not gonna tell a dude from Big U's neighborhood he has a RICO coming unless that individual has crossed over there and sitting on the side of the feds. Now walk with me. They let him go. He play Adam out of 10,000 bail money. I need bail money. You never had a bail. The feds let you go. Adam knows that. This is why Adam had a problem when you start saying little slick things when you first went to jail this time, right? He know, but he just let it go because you came and asked him for some more money and he looked out for you, right? So Brick, the only way you was able to tell us that Big U had a RICO coming is if the police told you. And the police not gonna tell you that, because telling you that turns Big U into a flight risk. Y'all both 6-0s, right? So the only way they gonna tell a 6-0 that another 6-0 who's supposed to be they big homie, that we finna hit him in a RICO, is if you helping them conduct the investigation on this man, on the RICO. If you the one running around the streets, hey, what's up, Lo? Yeah, my people out of town want to get some pills. You wired up the whole time. Your phone, as we see, been wired up the whole time. You know your phone is hot. You got out of jail and kept the same phone number after the feds came and snatched you. You did the same thing Big U did. Big U, back in 2020, 2021, was on the Sue Surf indictment, New Jersey Rolling 60 indictment. We got all the documents of that All his same phone numbers, all his socials was there. But yet, even today, all his wiretaps is on the same phone number that he calling everybody on. Y'all better wake up. All y'all better get off this super cripping, super blood, and super all hoovering, and y'all better wake up. Stop thinking just because the person is claiming to be something, that they that. Y'all better wake up, bro. Y'all better wake up because these dudes ain't doing time for nobody no more, partner. They not doing time. That's Axe Gangster from Santana Block. We gonna repost his paperwork up today too as well. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he faking like he done got caught with his people on September 6th, 2001 or 2002, when the whole time he got pulled over. Declarations say he didn't admitted to cooperate September 5th, the day before, and then acting like everything is cool, set it up. They come in, bust everybody. Whole time he done gave up the spot. We got that paperwork. I will be posting that up today. Gangster, keep Eddie Boy name out your mouth. Keep 600 name out your mouth. Go on your way, right? You's a Christian. Go on and do your Christian thing. Everybody know you's a mark, you's a rat. Everybody know that. We proved you's a rat. You told us we didn't have the paperwork. With a rag 59, me exposing that paperwork, it's supposed to get you where it's at. You don't want to play with it, right? Because you thought the order to seal that you put in which we got that order to seal. I put that up today too. You thought it was for that, but nah, that was for the crooked one cop and his brother. That wasn't order to seal for your declaration. Gangster, I'm telling you, go on over there and sit down. You ain't ready, you talk too slow, and you ain't ready. Don't nobody care about who you used to be because you've been ratting for 20 plus years. Now let's get back to this old brick baby thing. All right? Brick Baby says, I have a conspiracy to commit murder. I think he's referring to Stutterbox. Okay, let me give you guys a time frame on Stutterbox. Stutterbox, Rolls Royce Phantoms came out 0304. Stutterbox got a Rolls Royce Phantom 05. I didn't know Stutterbox at the time. I might have just met him after his car got shot up, right? I believe from what he told me back then, he was out on bail for a gun case, so he couldn't ride around dirty. And I believe it took him and his girlfriend at the time, they had went to eat in Redondo Beach or something like that, right? And somebody pulled up on him, shot his car about 8, 9 times. Now, me and Stutterbox had just kind of met maybe a couple weeks previously. We now knew we lived across the street from each other. So when this happened, he called my phone. Hey, bro, come to my crib. I walk across the street. He opened a garage. He got a 64, which I think at the time belonged to Shaq, and it's a Rolls Royce Ghost. Ghost shot up. I'm like, damn, what happened to this? He like, somebody just tried to kill me yesterday. I said, is that right? Like, yeah. He tell me who he think it was because he knew where he was going, and where it happened at was a very neutral area. I said, damn, okay. I noticed that none of the bullets never went through. The Phantom, either dude has some target practice bullets or that Phantom metal on that Rolls Royce is just superior because nothing penetrated the interior. It went through the door, but nothing never went through the upholstery. Okay. I say that to say this. That happened in 2005. Stutterbox didn't go at his homies until I want to say All-Star Weekend 2007, 2008, maybe 2009 or something like that. So how am I on the phone with a conspiracy to have Stutterbox car shot up in 2008 or 9 when his car got shot up in 2005? See, this is when you know and understand these little dudes wasn't around. I can tell you the dudes that was playing the field at the time. City to city to city to city. And there was no acknowledgement of a Brick Baby or none of these other little dudes. You know what I'm saying? Big U didn't come on till 04. It was certain household names in these streets, certain street dudes that was tied to the music industry, certain dudes that was doing what they was doing. Wasn't none of these dudes around. Brick was like 17 when this happened to Box. But again, what happens is these dudes, they go on the internet and they listen to a bunch of mixed up shit of people talking, and they come up with what they come up with. Now, Brick, we got your paperwork. We got your paperwork of you threatening to unalive your girlfriend or baby mama. You pointing a firearm at your girlfriend and a baby. Because of this, they raided your home, Brick. We want to know why that charge is not in your paperwork or on you. It's in the paperwork. And this July 2022 shooting in the parking lot charge, we want to know why that ain't on you. You understand what I'm saying? Shit like that just don't disappear. Let me show y'all. Just so y'all see this. See, they gonna talk about it. I'm gonna be about it. First alleged a defendant is shooting at individuals. There we go. There you go. Listen, you got a shooting. They got on camera. The feds got it. The feds got it. But it's gone. You telling the baby mama, you finna unalive her. You told your mama on what your mama tells you, boy, stop talking, your phone ain't right. Your mama says this in the work. Stop talking, your phone ain't right. Matter of fact, you say Flacco's your good old pal, right? All right. Let's go on and see. Where is it at? That's the gay stuff. Yeah, Brick, don't you ever call anybody gay. Matter of fact, we can run this right now.
Right now, you would be like, what the fuck? Like, you don't even know that dicks like this exist.
So
It's fucked up looking.
so Spikey,
I don't stand a chance.
So him or Spikey D?
Who, you talking about Spikey D? I searched it up. It's some gay porn shit. What are you doing? Sending me these links.
Look. It's
Brick
not
Baby's
gay porn.
bricked up in all the wrong ways, man.
Teddy Tarantino.
This ain't 6-0 conduct. You got the white dude saying, why are you sending me gay porn links?
I didn't know that he did man skits until I seen his
That's your boy's gay alter ego?
No, hell no.
Oh.
No. They were at he was at Penthouse. He was signed to Penthouse.
Oh, okay.
And I guess they went over there and they were talking about this dude that never, well, I don't want to say what they, you know what I'm saying? He was like doing some shit, you know what I'm saying, at the fucking house or whatever the case was.
As far as I know, none of the guys who are involved in the Plug Talk orgy have ever contacted men in such a way. Now, if they were, that's not my business. I'm just saying,
Listen.
as far as I know, because there are a lot of girls in the game who don't want to shoot with a motherfucker if he's done gay shit.
The only shit that I saw was the fucking weird shit that you saw.
What?
Him sucking his own fucking...
Yeah, but who is this guy? You just sending me a random gay porn star, Brick Baby. I'm confused. I'm still trying to make sense of it.
Adam is saying himself, bro, you sending me gay porn. He thinks it's funny. Nothing about this dude, bro. Nothing about this dude is solid. We got 1,400 people up in here. I want you to subscribe, hit them, I got 189 thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up and we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna run this content on Brick Baby, we're gonna run it up. We're gonna keep running it up. Because at the end of the day, don't tell me what you got on me. I'm a bigger name, I'm a bigger figure. Everybody know my information. You got to show me what you got on me. I've been home 26 years, partner. Show me. I'm a bigger figure than all you dudes out there who nobody never heard of, screaming my name because you want people to hear of you. That's the gist of this, right? All right. Y'all think that's one of them. Let's go to another one. I mean, this ain't crippin', but this is crippin'.
Gucci Man dropping all those artists. Gucci Man got some good pussy. What did he say? Huh? Gucci Man dropping all those artists. Gucci Man got some good pussy. What did he say? Huh? Gucci Man dropping all those artists. Gucci Man got some good pussy. What did he say?
Hey, listen, man, check this out. To each his own, homie. To each his own. See, I'm gonna let you hear it come out your mouth. I'm gonna let you read it about yourself. I challenge everyone. You guys say this, you say that. And I got some paperwork. I just been waiting for somebody to put a bet up on it or blow their dead homies up. You get what I'm saying? I've been waiting on it. But at the end of the day, Brick, you go for sentencing December 19th or 9th or something like that. But you having 5 felonies before you just caught these. Well, you got a shooting, AK-47, 3 handguns, and a conspiracy to unalive your significant other with a baby in her hand. That charge disappeared. The shooting charge then disappeared. You had fraud charges of you filing paperwork for the Pasadena fires saying you suffered a loss. So you got those charges too. All them charges then disappeared after you get caught with an AK in June of 2023 and you home 21 months working. Whack, what does working mean? Okay, let me tell you the difference. Snitching is working, it's all snitching. But snitching is if me and 600 go do a robbery, right? I get caught, they don't get 600. They tell me, tell us who the other dude with you, we gonna give you a time cut and let you go. I tell them 600. I directly snitched on 600. Working is this. Brick Baby gets caught because of the wiretap that him and his mama knew that they was on. His mama's telling him. His mother is telling him, right? His mother's telling him, boy, your phone. Like she know what it is because she know he already tapped in with the police. They bring you in June 2023. Now, y'all just heard he already got a shooting from 2022 and 5 priors, felonies. They let him go the next day. 21 months, no arraignment, no bail. He's out here working. All y'all 6-0s that you thought that was your homie. Some of y'all in jail now, wondering why the police came and raided. How did they know to go to the garage in the old car in the back seat and find the gun? Some of y'all out of town felt like y'all didn't got hit. Think about the last time you talked to Brick Baby and him setting up a play for you, and all of a sudden they come in. That's working. See, he was out 21 months and he turning things in. He's turning things in. And as he turning things in, once they decide to bring him in, is when they give it his credit. Where does his credit come from? The parking lot shooting disappears. The fraud cases from Pasadena fires disappear. Threaten to unalive his baby mama's significant other, it disappears. Then they drop your categories, three levels. And then you take an open plea. Everybody who done did times in the Fed, no, you not taking no open plea with all that against you. They can get you be in there 30 years, 40 years. This is a fact. Nobody's taking an open plea. It ain't gonna happen. But you know why he took it? Because he already understood his situation. He already understood the fact that he had already worked and turned in enough to get some type of credit. This is why he took it. You understand what I'm saying? Hold on, we're gonna let old Flacco Who sent me that content? Tell us about it. One